White House aides say Amazon is making a last-minute bid to purchase TikTok. The New York Times reports the e-commerce company put in an offer to buy the app. TikTok faces a Saturday deadline to change its ownership structure. Amazon is not commenting on the report tonight. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes spoke about what's next for the app. If you're a TikTok user, we remember this message when the app was shut down for hours back in January. Well, time is running out once again with a greater threat of going away, this time permanently in the U.S. TikTok has until this Saturday to find a U.S. partner. Originally, that previous ban was law signed by President Biden. Then President Trump suspended that ban to give more time to find a buyer. Queen City News Chief Legal Correspondent Khalif Rhodes here to talk about this a little bit further. One of the questions that no one's really talking right now is the challenge that the president's executive order. He's had a lot of executive orders right now that have been challenged, but not this one. Why?
Brian, about 130 of them have been challenged. And what I can tell you is all of those challenges, or I should say the significant portion of the challenges that have challenged the executive orders, are based in the fact that the president has attempted to overstep the authority of the executive branch, oftentimes dipping into the congressional branch, sometimes dipping into the judicial branch. But this one, I believe, actually has the legs because Congress drafted this specifically. I mean, when you look at the language of this act, it gives the president a lot of authority when it comes to this. And so it gives them an opportunity to do an extension, i.e. 90-day extension. President Trump gave it a 75-day extension. So there is a possibility at some point for there to be an even a longer extension, at least 15 days, if my math is correct, to extend it just a tad bit further. But even within the language, it talks about a number of things that no one else other than the president can make a determination. It talks about a foreign adversary controlling this company and being under their control. Well, who makes that determination? The president. That talks about a divestiture of the business assets moving from that foreign adversary. Who makes that determination? The president. It talks about in there a number of inner working agencies that will work with the president to make this determination. But we all know that the determination will be made by President Trump. This was clearly crafted with him in mind, even though it was designed and written at a time when President Biden was the president.
Talk about TikTok, as you know, a lot of people put these funny dances on there or whatever. There's a lot of people that make a lot of money for their businesses through TikTok. So there's a lot of invested here in for it to keep going on and not go away with another ban on Saturday.
I mean, you're talking about folks that are not just people dancing, but you're talking about teachers. You're talking about folks that their primary business, they've left their day job. I mean, if you talk about folks cutting the cord from cable and switching to some type of streaming service, TikTok is the same exact thing. They cut their cable for their daytime job, and now this is their job where they're making 5 to 10 times more what they were making before. And so there are folks that are anxiously watching to try to figure out, well, can the president save this? And it's ironic because originally he wanted it to die, and then he wanted it to come back, and now he solely has the power to try to figure out how he can get a deal. So this is how our government is supposed to work. Congress drafts something, the president enacts it, and uses his executive authority to make sure it gets done.
We will see what happens. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes, thanks.